Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I'd like to share with you a pillow that is in a heart shape that is designed for someone who's had to have surgery in the breast area. And it's designed to take pressure off of that sensitive area. It's made so that it can be worn under the arm so that there's no pressure in that sensitive area. The other way it can be worn is on an angle, and that way when a seat belt is coming across, it rests on the pillow. They're very quick to make and they're very easy to make. I have a couple of variations that I would like to share with you. There are a lot of beautiful fabrics out right now that are very suitable for this very thing. You can get some in flannel and you can get some in cotton. Be sure to use a fabric that is soft and not scratchy. In the description, there's going to be a link for these two pieces of paper, and they are going to make the pattern. You need to cut them out, and then following the notches, you will be able to join them. So you will not have to enlarge this. This will be the correct size. The only thing additional would be the seam allowance that you like to sew with. The flat side will go against a fold. So the first variation I'm going to show you, you will need that shape all together. So pin the pieces together. And by pinning them together, you're able to use this pattern for the other variation. So with your fabric folded in half, you can put the pattern on and cut out the shape, leaving the seam allowance that you want. And you will need to cut two. And you will need to put right sides together. And you need to stitch this all the way around and leave an opening on one side. And that's going to give you a pillow that you can turn right side out. But before you do that, add a piece of ribbon into one area. And this ribbon is going to be able to be used as a handle so it can be carried around. So pin the ribbon out of the way and into the seam allowance. And then as you sew along, you're going to encase that little piece of ribbon. Now, if you use small stitches on your sewing machine, it is going to be a lot easier to turn these corners with a small stitch versus a large stitch. Another variation would be to sew in an elastic. And that way, that elastic is going to rest on top of the arm so they don't have to hold it as tight. And to add that elastic, before you sew the pillow together, you need to put a piece of elastic end to end. Pin it, and again, sew all the way around, leaving the opening. Once you've had it all stitched around, put your hand in and make sure you remove any pins that you had inside and turn it right side out. And because this pillow is going to be held up against a sensitive area, I would recommend a batting that is washable, doesn't bunch after it's been washed because you are going to want to wash it, and is hypoallergenic. Now you need to stuff the pillow. So the next variation would be making a pillow form with a cover. You will leave the pattern whole, and you will need to cut two in the fabric that you are going to use as the pillow form. To make the pillow, you're going to put the two sides together, stitch all the way around, leaving the opening, and turn it right side out and stuff it. By making a pillow form, you're able to just take a plain muslin and make the form, and you can take this opportunity and sign the pillow. Have the pillow passed around so people can sign their well wishes on it. So again, put the right sides together, stitch all the way around, leaving an opening, turn it right side out, and stuff it. The next piece is going to be the cover. First thing you're going to need to do is again, cut one in its full shape, leaving your seam allowance. The second part, you're going to need to separate the hearts. The top of the heart is going to go on the fold of fabric, cut out the shape with the seam allowance. The bottom of the heart, it's the same. You're going to fold your fabric in half, place the pattern piece, and cut out, leaving your seam allowance. Now on each of these ends, you need to do a rolled hem. And a rolled hem is simply you're going to turn it 1/4 inch and press it, turn another 1/4 inch and press it, and stitch down. So you need to do that for this edge and for this edge. And when you have the rolled hem done, you're able to place it on top of the other piece. So the full heart will go down. And if you want to add the strap, you can still add it here. Take the top piece of the heart and match it up Then you're going to take the bottom part of the heart and place it right on the top. Now you're able to pin this, and you can stitch all the way around. You don't need an opening because this is going to be the opening. So pin it and stitch them together. So the cover is done, and you're going to be able just to insert this pillow in. Put the hearts in first, and then you're able just to tuck in a little point. What's great about the form and the cover, it's washable, and you're able to change the cover whenever you want. And they'll always have all the well wishes close to their heart. So with one pattern, you're able to make the heart shape. You can add a handle. You can add a little strap to help keep it onto the arm, or you can make a pillow form with a cover. A quick and easy, thoughtful gift for someone you might know. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.